What's up, dudes? Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. We'll get right into it. We're gonna get right into it today. I will give you guys just a minute here to climb on in. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Kim and Barley, Keith, Hoonigan. There's Paul. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. You guys are already going at each other there in the chat. Yeah, there's something new here today. Don't you think? It obviously needs some work. Needs a fair odd bit of work. But it's here. It moves, it does stuff. So far it does not connect to tools yet. We need to get that to happen. We have to adjust the size a little bit, I think, just to make everything work right, because you can see it's kind of a little narrow, looks a little small. We might have to up the scale on it just a little bit. Yeah, we do have some issues with the reference points and the cylinders and all that stuff, but it's in game. It moves, connects to front loader tools. Okay, we can adjust that. That's no big deal. Okay, so let me buy a front loader tool just so we can test that out, just because I'm curious, just to see how well it moves with that. Obviously this bucket's going to be a little big on this tractor, but it does pick it up and does hold it. Yep. Well, parts to be front loader now. I kind of want to keep them skid steer. I don't know if Giants will allow it, but if they will, I'd like to keep them skid steer. And that way you can hook up like a regular skid steer bucket. That, or hook my attachments up to a skid steer. My plow is gonna like look really weird on the on like a yeah, you know, you get what I'm trying to say. Can with an adapter. Yeah, maybe we'll make a little adapter for front loader tools, but I think I'd prefer them to be skid steer based anyway. We'll see how it goes, but I could change my mind later. Yeah, the loader's here. It is small. It does need some scale adjustments. Hey, Coots, how you doing, man? No problem. Feel free to watch however you please. I have to have both skid steer and front loader attacher. Okay. We'll see. Yeah, we're going to have to mess with it. See, the problem is, Keith, is my mounts are different than any base game mount. They're not going to work with any sort of base game mount. Chance I can make a snowplow with it. Man, oh man, you're in luck. I have one. Already made it. Already works. 1026R. That's 1025R is what we went with. Is the biggest size for this pack. There's a set of forks. I guess now's a good time to go ahead and go through all this stuff real quick. There's the log grab. This guy looks to be adjusted nicely and working nicely. It doesn't look like it has the right color palette on it, but that's okay. We got to adjust the color palettes for all these. We haven't worked on the attachments in a while, but that's okay. We'll work on these another day. Today we have front loader to work on, but just to show you all these and how they work, I'll just go ahead and buy them all. Model they used to sell, yeah, so they don't currently, and that's part of why we're not doing it at the moment. So yep, that's the bulk of the attachment. Oh, there's one more I'm forgetting. It's under plows. Eventually this will all be set on combination, so you could just go buy the tractor and then you'll be able to find all the attachments easier, just to make it easier. But yep, we're going to go... basically every base game brand will have a color config for it. Basically what we came up with. Yeah, the old logos are kind of cool. Well, and if you want it to look like a Kubota box blade, you can do that. I want to leave that as an option. So that way, it might not have a Kubota sticker, but if you take the sticker off, it'll look like any generic box blade, if you know what I mean. That's kind of the goal there, but... yeah. First person look like? There you go. So you get an idea. I believe Yeah. Check that out. Josh got the beacon firing up, so good stuff. Again, the hood opens for those that haven't seen it. I still have to adjust the engine model a little bit. There is a weight block. I forgot to show you that. Good call. It's actually a really cool weight. Comes on a pallet, and you can adjust the size to whatever size it is you need. So you want 500 pound or 500 kilo. Steering wheel still broken. Yeah, I know. It's there. And the other nice thing about the weight is if I buy a little trailer here real quick, just get a nice little, there's a nice little teeny tiny trailer here. This one will work good to show you. This one is adjustable, so you can go with a bale or capacity. For when, you know, getting started here, I would recommend that you guys use this trailer if you want to hook a trailer up behind it. I know it's not perfect, but it is base game. Eventually, there will be a trailer coming in the pack, but it's not there yet. But the nice thing about the weight is you can hook up a trailer behind it. I need to adjust some things so that way it works a little bit nicer with that. Probably just up the max height so that way it sits a little higher. Hooks up nice to it. But yeah, there's a little hidden hitch behind there. Which is really nice. Gives you some flexibility. I need to adjust the scale on all the attachments yet. I haven't done that. I did all the attachments way before the tractor. At least getting them all in game. So they're really kind of sized to work more with a normal in-game tractor. My tractor's smaller than all the in-game tractors. So you need to keep that in mind when you're using it. Yeah, there will be some weirdness if you go to use any of the base game attachments. They're all going to be bigger. That's just the way it is, you know. It's a smaller tractor than all of those. That being said, like the John Deere 330, some of the attachments for it might work well. I haven't tried yet with them, but maybe if we get bored later on in the stream, we'll mess with that. But today, we really need to work on this front loader. So let's get that fired up. Let me start opening some stuff up here. Yeah, I mean, the main thing is that you at least have a tractor. You at least have some attachments to go with it to start with. Gonna add stickers on the hood. Eventually. It's not a priority at the moment. We'll get to it, but it's not something I'm rushing to do. You put it that way. Yeah, for most people, this is probably all you need. Oh, I forgot to show you one more thing, too. There is a mower deck. Currently, it's acting up a little bit, but it does work. It is there. Yeah, we need the thing to function properly and all the attachments to function. But yes, there is a mower deck, and you can change it from ejecting out the side to getting rid of the grass underneath. But yeah, it's doing some weird stuff there. I'm not sure. We had some issues with it last time we were messing with it, but there's a lot to it. You know, it's a lot to make everything perfect and everything work exactly the way it's supposed to. It's a lot of attachments, a lot of stuff. So 17-minute storm coming through. Oh yeah. Anyway, back to what I was doing. I opened up the Q3M inside of GE. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Lower deck so you can lift it up eventually, but right now it's not a priority. Again, it works as it is right now without having to raise and lower it, but eventually, yes, I will add it so you can raise and lower it. Yes, there are so many hours of frustrating coding time. There's so much stuff that's literally just stupid that you have to deal with. I need to open the tractor up here in GE as well. Yeah, there's tons of stuff that you guys want, and I know that you guys want it, and I'd like to eventually try to include most of your suggestions and, you know, try to make the thing exactly 100% perfect, you know, exactly the way it is in real life. But it's really hard to do, and I'm on time crunches. I have other things I have to do. I mean, just on the channel, you know, like we farmed last night. We don't do much farming around here. You guys know that, you know. There's a lot to it. One question about the ROPS. Go ahead. Fire away. I'm sure I can answer here. Let me go ahead and buy one without the ROPS, or without the cap. Yes, the beacon's just kind of hanging out there. I haven't fixed that yet. Eventually, you will be able to change that. If I buy another front load splitter, it'll fold all the way down. Come to the right place to ask. There you go. Yes, I know the beacon light's floating, but it's there. Stealing the neighbor's Wi-Fi. There you go. I think this one folds as well with the cap. It goes down with it. So. Yep. Bluetooth beacons. Don't worry about that. We'll fix that. It'd take 5 months or a year. It's almost been a year now that we've been working on it. I think September, October, something like that makes a year that we've been working on the project. So it just takes a lot of time. Looking for attachers, front loader attacher joint. Okay, I know where that one is. I need to see where these guys are. I want to slide these guys forward. And I want to slide the front loader attacher forward. I think that might help a little bit with some of our stuff that we have going on. Maybe here. And then go back to the here. Trying to get it lined up nicely. Just kind of adjusting the stuff a little bit so that way it all fits and works just maybe a little bit nicer. Let's try that. And then let's pop back in game. We'll hit F12 to reload. Or would it be to make a loader self-leveling? It would be very hard. It's possible, it's doable, but it's not easy. Oh, you got it today. Okay. Let me take a look at that. Oh yeah, it does. Look at that. See how the arms are sticking. Look at that. Doesn't help that I'm adjusting them, but yeah, if I can move my mouse straight up and down, there you go. You can see it. The arms are sticking vertical. So that's cool. Yeah, I think I like that positioning a little bit better where it hangs out the front maybe a little bit more. I might even move it a hair further forward, but I don't want to do that until I check with a different set of tires real quick. Let me see that. If I go to one of the bigger sets of tires, Michelin, these fat tires, try this, and then we'll buy this one. So this one's got the loader on it. Let me buy another loader here. Hydraulics glitching, we still got to fix it. There's a lot here to do. I'm just getting started. We literally, Josh literally got it in the game, what, the other day? Yesterday, Tuesday, something like that. Oh my gosh, Cameron, do not start with a tractor. That's the worst first mod you could ever do. But learn from me. Do I got PS4? No, I do not. Okay, so that's going to be a bit of an issue trying to hook up to that guy. So we need to figure that out. It worked okay with the other one, but it doesn't seem to want to squeeze in there for that one. Okay, not a big deal. Just stuff I got to figure out. There's a lot of testing that has to go into this to make sure everything works right. Let me see if I can super strength it on there maybe. Not quite. So we do need to adjust the scale up, and when I go to adjust the scale up, maybe that helps. Nope, now she's just kind of floating. So there's a ton of work that goes into this, guys. It's going to be a bit of a struggle bus for a little bit, so. Realistic engine sounds, I can't really hear my volume's not very loud. My volume's not very loud. I do need to slow down on answering some questions and get to work, though, guys. I do apologize if I slow down on answering. I don't mean to ignore you. I just need to get to work here and figure out exactly what I need to do here. Who's ready for this weekend? Me. Me. I can't get it to attach at all. So we need to get the scale right on this thing. I think that might help. Let me start with this. Okay. So that's where it's at currently. Let's go open it up. Flat collisions on the sport, so it's got to go under the front. Okay. So maybe if we lift the tractor up is what you're saying onto it. He tried to set it like this, and maybe if I lift the tractor over it. It's still a struggle bus. So right now it doesn't work with these tires. That's okay. Again, I think if we adjust the collision up, it might, or adjust the scale up. I see your comments, Jason. Sorry, I'm trying to read everybody's. It's flying, and I'm trying to get some stuff done. It's not exactly going very fast here. But I do see you. I do apologize here. Try to keep up with everybody, but you know how it goes. This is my first time looking at this in GE because Josh did everything up to this point, getting it in game. So, do got to keep that in mind. Main cylinder pin. I noticed these bolts are moving. Not sure where exactly they are. Front reference with middle. I mean, you guys can see just how much stuff is here in GE that needs adjusted. I mean, nothing in this is perfect right now, so. Still section at the top. What do you mean? I see the loader attacher frame, but I don't see the bolts up there. It's probably that I don't have them separated, which I might have to go do. Visuals. Yeah, it's just these visual bolts. Is it visuals? Still VizX. No. Sport arm, sport arm, sport arm, sport arm, pipes, 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 wings, viz. Okay. Yeah, I noticed these guys were moving. Loader mounting hardware. Okay. So that's why. I see. So what we need to do is make another loader mounting hardware. On BW Lawn Care, I have no idea what you're saying, ma'am. See English everywhere else in chat. I'm not sure why you'd. Main arm translation. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking. So I probably need to do this. Call this loader underscore mounting hardware. Then just take this tilt pin, put it in there. Main cylinder pin needs to go in there. Shoot, how was that? Shoot, I went too far back. God bless it. Put this right here. Take the tilt pin, put it in there. The main cylinder pin, put it in there. Now this loader mounting hardware we could put in something else. Like we could put it in the top viz joint, which is okay. We could do that. That's pretty easy. I'm just going to start with the stuff that I know how to do. That's the best way I know to go about doing this. The attacher frame, this can actually be part of the attacher frame, and then it doesn't mess with any of our categories. So, cool. Let's go try that. And if I reload, see now the bolts are where they're supposed to be. When are you live next? Next Monday. Next Monday. Yep, that's exactly where I was thinking. It's just stashing it up there. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Okay, let's figure out how we're going to scale this whole thing up, because that's really the big thing right now. Right now it has literally everything. Create transform group. We put everything in there. Shit, undo that. Here through here can all go in here. And now I can adjust transform group. Just scale the whole thing up a touch, because the whole thing does need to be a bit bigger. Yeah. Of course that ruined that, so now we have to go take everything from here down, back in here. Transform can go back out, hit save, try that one more time. Nope, I completely broke it. Okay. So undo everything I just did. All right. So that means we have to do each piece individually. Sucks. And I can't just adjust the main component. So, see, you can't really just go wider is the problem, because then it's going to stretch your pins out and make everything weird. If you know what I mean. Arm dummy. Okay. It's going to be a minute before we get to the glitching hydraulics. It's not going to be right away here. That's stuff you don't want to scale. Yeah, and I know how to do it. I'm just trying to see what happens if I do it this way. It's probably going to break stuff, but I need to try it at least. Of course, by doing that, I broke it all. So hang on, we need to sell it. Front loaders. Buy another one. Actually, do a store item reload real quick. This is based off the Q3, Keith. That's what it's based off of. Is we use the Q3 for the base of this. It does look bigger now. See if anything else is screwed up. Really, I'm going to scale it to the tractor and what looks right on the tractor. Thing still seems to be working. Yeah, the 3 is way too big. It was way too big. This is looking much better. We're much closer than we were. I'm going to take it out a little wider, though. And then the arms to match. Collisions to match. Try that. Hit F12, reload. That's kind of what I thought. It's pretty close. It's not perfect, but it's definitely closer. Bring it in a touch. and a touch. Nope, I did both of those wrong. I need to do off the middle. Just a touch. Just a touch. It's about right. Try that. That's about right. Okay. Now we can move the attacher joint down just a touch. Front loader attacher joint. This guy. Actually, I probably need to move it up a touch. Like that. Touch more. I can't tell. I don't think so. About level with my hood, yeah. I mean, it's about that's that right there is really close. The way we have it now. That's about what it should be. I noticed your front axle's sitting funny too, Josh. I don't know what happened on this version, but it looks like the front axle is on the front end. I mean, we're about right there. I need to move the arm forward a touch, it looks like, but then again, that's not right either because this is right in here. I'm wondering if the game just didn't register something. That's right. Let me sell again. Ground from the strobe light. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's hanging in front of the hangar for some reason. I'll have to check that out. Let me try that again. Just to see how we're sitting now. Oh my gosh, that took off like a rocket ship. Do you see that? Okay, so I know what's going on. It's the... one of these reference points isn't lining up right, so... something's not lined up right. Seth Gamer, welcome in. How you doing, man? That's a joint. Trying to see exactly which point it is that does this. Move all the dummy point reference points too. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't move those yet. Let me try. What did I set the scale to on this? It's 1149. It shouldn't be. Okay, so I scaled these wrong. That doesn't help. Let me make this 1065. And then scale the whole thing evenly. Yep, okay. Go back, check the arm, see if I did the same thing there. I did. So we have to reset this to 1062. And then scale the whole thing. So it's equal 1142. I think that's what I just did on the, or 1146, so 1146 for all of them. Across the board. That way when I re-zero everything, it's all going to be the same. So what you got to set, this needs to be 1.146. Just go ahead and copy paste this across the board. Control V, Control V. Go to ARM dummy. There's all of that equaled out. Try that. See how we're looking. Appreciate that, Zach. Sorry, I'm not doing a very good job of watching chat right now, guys. I'm getting into it. You guys are doing the gambles and all that stuff, so it's hard to keep up. Hey, Joe, how you doing, man? So it's closer now. It's definitely closer. These front arms, I feel like they are too far forward for some reason in game, but not in GE. What's up with that? Ooh, I see it. If we just lower these a touch, or they're back down like here. Better. Yeah, try not to break it, exactly. Unloading, that's cool. I don't know if that helps any. Yeah, so the top point there is still off a little bit. I need to figure out where... What is it that's telling this guy that this right here is a rotation? My target, attachment scale, attachment lineup. It's got to be an arm, right? Hydraulic main, hoses, attacher rotation, attacher, wing front, wing part. Just got to click on all these until these pins light up. One of these is still transform on top. I still don't see a point for those. I shouldn't either. It should be part of the ARM transform. But I don't see... there's loader mounting hardware. So the main cylinder pin, the frame pin. So this frame pin should have a reference for it. So I wonder, is it coded that way in the XML? Let me go see. Am I thinking of this right, Josh? It should have a reference for it, and then you can tell the game, hey, this is where I need you to rotate off of. And 3M test 2, XML. Thank you, Nina. How you doing, ma'am? Working on when you finish today. Okay. Loader frame pin. That's what it should be referencing from. Connection hoses, yeah, all that can. How do you? Which one is it? That's not it. Control Z. Mark single line comment. That's what I want. So toggle single line comment on connection hoses. Not that it matters, but. Cylindered parts, yeah, that's where I'm looking. It doesn't look like it's referencing this loader frame pin anywhere for movement. That might be part of it, part of what's going on. I think right now it's just referencing that arm itself, which is what? It's underarm, I know that. Wing middle. Hydraulic front. Support arm. There's a message from Josh. Okay. Well, one has to be the top. Yeah, so it's definitely gonna be the loader frame pin. That needs to be the top. I'm not sure how to add that in as a top reference, though. It's the only problem. It's not already in here. Part of the main arm shit. So it must just be arm. And then everything else was added to arm. It shouldn't be, though. It should. I'm pretty sure I separated that piece as a whole. I'm not seeing it. So, yeah, I guess it's under arm. Okay. Moving tool. Dependent part is hydraulic main. Which, this is hydraulic main. Okay, so that tells this, hey, you're moving. And then another dependent part is the attacher rod, which, okay, so that's how you make that happen. So now, shout you out on TikTok. Feel free. Pretty big on TikTok, though. I'm not sure that. Feel free. Yeah, people are still working on mods for 19. It's crazy. What's up, Jason? What's the question? What would happen if they release next farm sim if you're not done with the pack yet? I'll just have to plan on putting it in the next farm sim. Are you following me on TikTok, Cameron? I think I'm at like 24K right now on TikTok. I haven't been using it, though, if I'm being honest with you. I have not done anything there in a while. Lucky? I wouldn't call it luck. I put in a ton of work for that. I do see that these need to be adjusted slightly. That might help some things here. Actually, put that back where it was. Hydraulic front can be lowered. And then hydraulic front punch can be raised. Alright, and then joint target POS. There. Joint fixed point should be the top one. Try to line that up dead center if possible. A little hard to do with the camera in this thing. I did not get 24K quickly. It took me a ton of work, a ton of hours. It was not easy. I had to be really creative with my content. It took a long time. It was a grind to get that. And, I mean, feel free to scroll through my videos. I had a lot of really good funny stuff in there and a lot of entertaining stuff. And it took a lot. It took a lot to do that. Okay, so they're still off a little bit. That's also using a pretty reasonably professional recording setup and everything to make my TikToks. Like, that was not easy by no means. I was posting like 3 to 5 TikToks a day at some points. I was on it for a while there. And then they made me mad. TikTok themselves made me mad. And I really slowed down posting there. They were doing some shady stuff and shadow banning accounts and stuff like that. I had gotten shadow banned at one point. I was legitimately growing really well, and then yeah, they shadow banned me, and nothing happened for a couple days. I didn't get paid for any of my content for a couple days, and it really set me off. So hard to find good videos these days. I disagree. I think there's so much content out there at this point that I can sit and watch all day. If I let myself, I can get myself completely unfocused on everything else I'm supposed to be doing and just watch content. TikTok for inspiration, feel free. As long as you're not like directly copying any of my videos, that's fine. No need to even ask. I mean, feel free to get inspiration from wherever works best for you. So none of this is really adjusting much. Why is it not adjusting? Here's the part issue I have with coding. We're going to link part in now. Coding now, top references used up, I guess. Yeah, apparently. That's what I'm trying to, like, I don't understand what it's using as. Like, how does it know that's where it's supposed to rotate off of? That doesn't make any sense. It's not clicking with me for some reason. It's using some point over there, some arbitrary point as a rotation. I need to figure out which part that's moving it. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, front loader arm rotate. Yeah, I got that. Join indices 1. Yep, that's right. This is where you can adjust your rotation limits. So if I set this to negative, let me set it to like negative 50. This will limit how much we can move it, right? Or it should anyway, at least on this part. Yep, so now I'm limited to how far up I can go. So if I set this to, let's call it negative 120 again. 12, now I should be able to raise it higher. Yep, see, I can go higher. And this is using attacher rotation dummy, I think, is what it's referencing off of. So attacher joint dummy. That doesn't make any sense at all. Attacher rotation dummy. That's for this, not for the top one. That's the dependent part. Attacher dummy. is this one. Okay, so this is the part that moves. This is the part that it's referencing off of. So if I set this a little bit higher, a little bit further out, it should change something. And it really didn't. Okay, so let me be extreme. Slide it way out here. Yes, okay. So now if I put that back, fix the motor deck. No, not yet. Have not gotten around to it. Okay, so depending on where I put this is depending on where it's going to rotate off of. So if I put it like this, it's going to be too far back. If I put it like this, it should be too far forward. Slide it back just a hair. So now it's not referencing center, but it is referencing the part. All right. Maybe what we need to do is take those pins and just make them not move. We'll figure the cylinders out later. I just need to figure out the basic rotation, and then rotation point and pivot are off. Yes, exactly. But I'm trying to figure out, because right now it's calling for arm dummy as the rotation point. I need to set the rotation point to not be arm dummy, and I need it to be where'd it go? Hydraulic frame pin needs to be this. Center of transform, yeah. So here's what we can do. Let's create transform group. Let's bring it up here. Try to set it as close to dead center as possible. We're going to call it arm dummy reference or something like that. And we're going to change what the XML is looking for this. So we're going to take this transform, we're going to drag it up to arm dummy, and we're just going to add it in here. And I'm going to set this to arm dummy REF. All right, and now then I can technically add this to this, I think. So these two are set the exact same position. So arm dummy ref, and then I'm going to change this to arm dummy ref. Save. Why did that not change anything? See, I don't think it's anything to do with that particular Josh. I think we just have to give it a new point to reference off of. Because, I mean, it shouldn't matter. Because arm dummy is just an object, right? It should not matter. It shouldn't be referencing off of arm dummy. It should be referencing off of a reference point, like what we just did here. If I center that up a little bit better, maybe that'll help. It's getting it to reference off of a center point that works. And now they're way the fuck out of it. Good lord. Okay, just put the pins back where they go. Keep it like that. XML saved. F12. Reload. See, it's still not listening to me when I told it to run off of ARM dummy reference, which doesn't make any sense because... No, I know why. I know why. ARM dummy. That's why. Yes, Zach, I reloaded the game properly. I got that part. The reference point is the ARM itself right now for some reason. I'm trying to fix it. Give me just a second, guys. Be patient. I will figure it out. Zach, I appreciate it, but give me just a minute here and I will figure it out. It shouldn't be because of the way the XML is set up. Apparently it is, so I don't know why it is. It should not be because I just told it ARM dummy reference is what you're referencing off of. That's the center point. It shouldn't matter which group it's in. It should be changing and it didn't. I'm trying to figure out why. I buy a new one. Sometimes the game just doesn't cooperate and you get weird shit just doesn't move the way it's supposed to. Even when you move it in GE, stuff just doesn't happen sometimes. You just gotta pull everything out and start over. That's why there. It doesn't know what I'm talking about when I sit on dummy ref because I didn't take the time to make sure this is right. If I do this, it should work. I'm working too fast and getting myself mad and not doing it right. Why is it throwing it? There, that's not right either. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Arm dummy ref. Change this to 009. Give me just a second here. I'll figure this out. See, it doesn't care that I'm telling it, hey, this is the reference point in the XML. This is something going on completely with the game. Arm dummy reference is set there. Arm dummy reference is set as the reference point. Instead of attacher dummy ref or arm dummy ref, this is the dependent moving tool. And it's running off of arm dummy. So whatever arm dummy is being told to do, the delayed node is arm. So whatever arm dummy is being told to do, the delayed node is arm. So then arm follows it, right? So if I turn on my collisions, right? You see how the hang on. What is arm dummy actually doing? It's not doing hardly anything. Joint target, lineup, attachment scale, attach lineup. Hardly any of this actually matters. So what we should do is put arm dummy right up here under there. So arm dummy ref needs to be 019. I can name this whatever. It literally doesn't matter what it is. So arm dummy ref 019. Alright, and then come up to arm dummy here. Cooper LR, welcome in. Scan model. What do you mean, Keith? Yeah, I've cut everything apart. Everything's separate. Listen to its own codes. It should display how it was made. Yeah. How close is it? It's not. Arm dummy ref is the moving tool now. Okay. So now I don't care about arm dummy at all. To be honest with you, I don't. And now the whole thing's gone. It's underground. Okay, so I do need to care about that. Yeah, this one's not scanned. It's not scanned. Well, and even if it is, it shouldn't matter because I've already separated everything. Go back to the part where this is working. That'd be cool. So the part where I just completely broke everything. That'd be cool. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just getting frustrated with this damn thing. It should not be this hard. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm sorry, guys. No, it does not want to do what I'm telling it to. There we go. Is it working again? Yeah. We're back to a point where it works, at least. I mean, it's literally just tuning as it feels like it. All right, give me 2 seconds here. I need to stop, breathe for a minute, and get frustrated with it. Hey Thunder, how you doing, man? Be able to lift that high IRL? Maybe not that high, but that's small detail. I can adjust that really easily. We already were playing with that. Here you go. Now that's max straight up. That's really easy to adjust. And that, like I said, that's how I know I'm adjusting in the right category. So, for some reason, this ARM dummy, this node, this ARM dummy, I know we're adjusting the right thing, really should be set to the pins. But if I set it to the pins, now the whole thing goes nuts and off. Because ARM dummy is doing other things for us. ARM dummy. So I know the reference point needs to be an ARM dummy. Like putting it outside of ARM dummy is not going to work. So it has to be an ARM dummy. It's just a matter of getting the damn thing to listen to the ARM dummy reference. So what we need to do is put ARM dummy inside of ARM dummy reference. I think. Tamagotchi. Well, I can tell you it's barely going to work for Farming Simulator, so. ARM dummy reference is now referencing off of the reference. So now if I go in, I tell it ARM dummy ref is what I need you to listen to. So ref. Okay. Now we go in, we got to go down here and we got to adjust all these i3ds to make it work right. So ARM dummy ref is now 03. The problem is I think I have something rotated, so then that's going to mess some stuff up there. So ARM dummy ref, ARM dummy needs to be 30. Attach a rotation dummy is now 00. Attach your dummy is extra 0. Attach your joint tools is another 0. It really is a perfect name for that part, isn't it? See, now, okay, now we can adjust. Now we can get the pivot set right. Because now, it's literally just referencing off of what I told it. So if we go, well, that being said, we screwed something else up along the path. So, yeah, that flips. Why did that flip? Of all the things that would flip, why did that flip? Everything else did not flip. Just that. I officially hate modding. It's literally the worst. Yeah, there's literally no reason this should have rotated. but it did. Luckily, it should be an easy fix. This is back to 0. Blue arrow facing forward, red arrow facing towards me. Yes. Save that. This is the annoying thing about GE sometimes. See, and now it's back the way it's supposed to be. And all I did was re-zero it. For some reason, it decided it was rotating itself. Lord knows why. But it did, you know. That's just the way it goes, I guess. Arm dummy transform by clicking inside ones, dragging them out. Move the arm dummy forward a touch and drop the others back in. It worked. And now it's like actually rotating off the pins, or kind of rotating off the pins. See, this reference point just isn't where I'm telling it to be either, so that's cool. See how it's sitting higher than it's supposed to be? Whatever. I wouldn't have too much faith if I were you. Centered it better. Okay. Well, I mean, centering it better is great, but it doesn't. It's got to be centered perfect. You know what I mean? Arm dummy is a reference plane. I had it back a little too far, so don't you just the other 7 meter rotation. Right, but I tried moving the arm dummy reference forward. It didn't make a difference. I mean, it did, but like still didn't center. I couldn't get a center rotation off of it. I mean, maybe, I guess, but I don't know that I have full confidence in that by any means. No, I'm not doing any more mods after this. I'm taking a long break. Long hiatus. I'm about at the point I'm about ready to throw this in the scrap bin. I work on it for 1 day this week and I'm already freaking mad as hell at it. Dude, I don't know. I'm losing my mind right now. Just put everything back the way it was, I guess. I can't, of course, back up any more than I already did. Oh, there we go. Now it's fixing. I mean, I appreciate you guys helping on this. I really do. It makes a huge difference, but like, I'm at a point with this freaking project where I just don't want to look at it. gonna get through it, but I feel like it's starting to get to a point where it's like I'm struggling to make other content, trying to get anything else done because I'm freaking worried about working on this, and it's just been a pain. Put everything back the way we had it. Try that again. It's not even life first. I mean, I got stuff with this YouTube channel I want to get done. You know what I mean? Like, I want to record other videos. I want to do other types of streams. I want to actually play the game, you know, but make content that's a little bit more interesting. I know this isn't always the most interesting stuff, and sometimes it shows, you know, but especially days like today where I'm just sitting here fighting with the thing. Just to tweak one little thing, you know? I want to be able to do other stuff, and the problem is right now this is the priority. Until it's done, it's going to be the priority. But for some of you guys, I'm sure it is, but like, let me put it into reference. So I could go make a video that could go get, you know, 5,000, 10,000 views. That would be way more helpful to the channel than the modding has been, and it's really hard to find a balance that works for getting stuff done and making content that's interesting. You know what I mean? It's been a drag. But that's what I signed up for when I decided I was going to do a tractor, so. Like, there's just no reference off of this. So it's just using whatever up here as a reference. And it doesn't make any sense why it would be doing that. I don't understand why in the hell it's using that as the reference point. It doesn't make any sense. So this little dot right here. See this little dot? If I put that dead center, because that's what it's calling for, is this transform right here. This right here is where it's what it's looking for center. If I line that up, dead freaking net center with the middle of that, it should be dead center with that, but it's not. It's just wherever the hell it feels like being. And also, notice this. Do you see how these are nicely encapsulated inside of there? You see the difference in game? They're not in game. They're just wherever the hell they feel like being. This is what I don't understand about this game. What I don't understand about GE. Moving the frame equation. Yes, that's exactly what I'm moving. But in doing that, because look, do you see how this has the delayed node arm? That's telling the arm it needs to move with it. And then also this dependent part, wherever it went, dependent moving tool, arm dummy ref, right? That's the one I set. Before it was won't see me tomorrow, Zach. We'll see you probably next week. So it's calling for the arm to follow whatever arm dummy is doing, right? And it's really stupid. It should be arm is moving and dummy should be following. So the collisions follow the arm, but it's not like that. And so it's calling on the dummy ref. It's calling on the collisions to be the main node. Again, this is what I don't freaking understand about Farming Simulator. This is hanging off like maybe an inch, right? These are completely outside of the frame in game. It's just, it's wherever it feels like being in game. It doesn't make any sense. Track working behind the scenes. I don't know. I don't know, Josh. I don't know how to do this best. I've been trying to figure it out for a while now, how to best balance stuff, and I need to not stream all the time. Really, is what I need to do. I need to stream once a week, twice a week, and I need to make videos the other 3-4 days a week, and it doesn't work that way. And the problem with that is when I get home from work, I don't feel like recording. Because I'm tired, I'm exhausted from sweating my ass off all damn day. It sucks. Again, trying to get anything done in the morning has been terrible. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm at a point I probably need to take like a month off. Took a good couple days off last week and it helped for temporarily, but I need some serious time away. Need time off of work, time off of everything. It's been rough lately. Those are lined back up. Just had to adjust all that crap. Tony Miff with a $10 donation, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to con you guys into tipping, by the way. Don't take it like that, please. I really do appreciate it, man. Definitely goes towards the GPU fund, which we really need. Tough days, tough days. So, those still aren't lined up. They're scaled about as close as I'm going to get them, I guess. We need to... Problem is that doesn't change anything about where this point is. And this point needs to be the middle. So if I move the whole thing out, move the whole thing down. I appreciate it, guys. I really do. I've been in need of the encouragement lately. This my model or the quickie? It's my model, but loaded into the quickie. We use the quickie as a base, and that's probably part of the freaking trouble is we're using Giants base game crap as the base. Being honest, it really probably doesn't help. I renamed it in my mod desk. I changed it from my mod name to 1025R loader if you want to do the same, but so it's like no matter where you adjust it, they just go in the mod desk and set it as 1025R loader. You'll be able to see it. I don't know. This is making me mad, and I need to stop before I really start cursing and messing up a storm. Let's work on something else. Let's go and we'll set the gloss and albedos and all that stuff. Make it so we can change the colors. That's always a good way to de-stress. At least for a minute here. File now. See, I'm so flustered right now. Normally, I know exactly where this is. There we go. I got it. Data shared. Am I setting the albedo right now? Or am I setting the gloss? Okay, so I did this right. Specular. Normal. Shape, cast, receive, tangents, custom shader, shader source, vehicle shader, variation, color mask. There. Go do the same thing here for these guys. They should already be set up, actually. We need to go do it to the cylinders. Cast, receive, tangents for everything. Cast, receive, tangents, yeah. Hydraulic main. Cast, receive, tangents, yep. Attacher. Cast, receive, tangents. Wing part. It's also, that's not me. This is me. Cast, receive, tangents. Cast, receive, tangents. Hey Colton, how you doing, man? Welcome in. Receive tangents. Cast, receive tangents. All right, save. Now if we go in game, we should be able to, we F12 reload, yeah, and then we go to front loaders. Let's see if we can change the color. No, we cannot. So we need to go do that. So we need to go, we're going to set base mat. We don't actually need a design material config. We can remove that. Base material configuration name, color black, color quickie black. It's using, I need to call it base underscore mat, color mat 0. And then we're going to set this to John underscore DEERE. I might actually need to pull up John DEERE, all one word. Underscore green. One. Default color index is going to be 27, I think. Yep. We're using base mat, color mat 0. Yep, okay. Back out. Store item reload. No, I still can't change it. Why not? Base mat smelled right. All right, Tony. Take it easy, man. Oh, I know why. Okay. Material Q3 mat. Let's just do base underscore mat. We'll just do need to use ARM as the base node, I think. Base node's ARM, okay. Back up, try this again. Still a no-go? Dude, I know, right? Why would this not? Shader parameter shouldn't matter, right? Oh, color mat 0, John Deere green. John Deere green 1. All right. Still weird. It should definitely be working at this point. Plus ARM doesn't work unless we have to use, we'll use these guys. Loader attacher frame is fine. What is your problem? It's not letting me adjust any of these. Sure didn't get UDIM updates. That would make sense. Well, that sucks, because now I got to go back into Blender, re-export everything, rescale everything, re-import it back into GE the way it's supposed to be, rescale, all that good stuff. So, hip hip hooray. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Today's been one of those days, guys. All this for naught. Yeah, literally. Because it's literally going to be. Literally everything we just did is half junk. Alright. Hide all the tractor crap. Bane, I'm glad you appreciate it, man. Glad you guys do at least enjoy it, at least slightly. Loader. Yeah. Okay. Then net nonstop. Yeah, literally. Oh. Guess I'll wait to finish tonight. I'm like 3 seconds away from just ending the stream. We're at that point. Let me get the UV fixes. You know, they're 100% in the wrong spot. Down. Attacher frame. Down. Attachment mounts. Down. Frame pins, those are fine. Unless we want them to be galvanized. No, we'll leave them chrome. That's fine. Those are fine. Main cylinder pins. Yeah, these guys need to move down. Cylinder rods, those are fine. Main frame, that's fixed. Hunting hardware. It's set to chrome. Stop being a princess. Brother, it's just not been a good day. It's not been a good day. Give me 2 seconds here. Acid gallery. Galvanized is 04. Open the sheet yet again. I think I'd have this set as my wallpaper by now. Galvanized is over 2 more. Right 2. Okay. Back to this. Phone went weird there for a minute. It's all good. It's all good. No worries. Tell you didn't miss much, to be honest. Cylinder pins. These are not fixed. Down. Tilt pin. That guy could probably be galvanized. Nah, we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it chrome. So just the bolts are galvanized. Everything else is chrome. Back into layout. File. I probably need to make it. That shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. File, export, i3D. Loader, front, loader, updated UVs. Let's go into the modding stuff folder. Okay. Yeah. Give me 2 seconds here to upload this stuff. Just the way everybody's got these. I didn't accomplish anything with this thing that nobody else could, so I'm not even gonna bother throwing in file uploads tonight. It didn't make a difference. All I actually achieved was I slid everything forward and scaled everything up a little bit. That's about it. Everything else I just made it worse. Of course, I have entirely too much stuff in here to find what I'm looking for. I just start deleting stuff. Who knows what half this stuff is? Where is the loader updated UVs? There it is. File uploads. There we go. Wearing Eric the Crazy Viking shirt today, by the way, buddy. Minnie wore hers this morning. She told me I had to wear mine. Okay. Whatever you say, girl. So there's a random ass collision hanging out up there. Who knows what for? See, the problem is I'm working Saturday, so I wish I got to relax my mind this weekend, but I don't. I'm working all day Saturday. Why does this not look right? Well, the face orientations are right. That's all good. I don't know. I don't know. I need to stop looking at it. I need to stop looking at it. All right. let's just chat for a couple minutes. How about that? We'll just stop looking at this thing. I think that's the healthiest thing for my mind. Money in the bank. Oh, I wish. By the time I get taxed, it'll be freaking like $50. So, and I get to work literally all day Saturday. Yeah. Yes. That's Josh, you have the right idea there. That's exactly after stream today. What's everybody else up to this weekend? Anybody got anything good going on? Anybody got anything interesting? 50 is better than 0? Yeah. Well, it should be like freaking 250, but I get absolutely wrecked on taxes, so. As the doc wanted to cut off in the hospital, I asked him if he wanted to get hit. Car show Sunday, there you go. Moving to your new house soon? That's awesome. Gonna relax. That's cool. Unclesburg house. That sucks. That's not gonna be very fun. No, I'm gonna work Saturday, and then I'm probably gonna tell Miss Tack I need to go on a solo fishing trip this weekend. I think I need some time. Take some time for myself, go throw some line in the water, and just relax. Family time. It's cool. Probably what I'll be doing Sundays, spending time with the family since I'm working Saturday, but yeah, I need to. I'm gonna try to relax as much as possible, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Take some pics to share. Yeah, please do. Please do. Definitely upload them to the pictures gallery on Discord there. Let us see them. Especially if there's anything good. Very good mind therapy. Yeah, I really need it. I tell you, it took about everything I had tonight when I was driving home from work to, like, come home and stream. I really wanted to just stop at a pond, and because I have all my rods and everything in my truck, really wanted to just stop and do some night fishing or something on my way home, but I didn't figure Miss Tack would be very happy about it, so I figure I'll come home and give her kisses and come stream. So but I had semi-finished 100% truck show, Merc truck. Oh, cool. Upload some pictures. We'll get a fishing license tomorrow. Yeah, it's easy to do. I actually got mine online here in Ohio. Just got it last weekend. No, I need to. I've been taking mini. I think I need to take a little break myself. Although her birthday party is next weekend, so that's going to be fun. We're doing it at campgrounds, so that'll be interesting. It's actually the campgrounds her mom has, the seasonal site that I was telling you guys about. Yeah, we got all that going on. I'm thinking, guys, let me grab a calendar here. Let me just pull up a little calendar thingy. Calendar. Fixing the hangout chat. Right on. You go. Let's see. So today is the 14th. Let me do a little monitor share here. So today's the 14th. Next weekend, the 22nd, is Minnie's birthday party. I'm thinking maybe the 29th we can do a longer stream. I'm thinking that might be the day. It'll be a Saturday. If I do that, I might not stream the Thursday before, but we'll do I'm thinking maybe a, Miss Tech said 6 hours is what she's thinking. But we'll see. It will be, Minnie's birthday is actually on the 27th, so I don't want to be streaming all day on the 29th, but yeah, I'm thinking we could do maybe a longer stream that day. So do a MP server. Yeah, I'd like to do some MP. I'd like to do. I'm gonna try not to touch the mod that day if at all possible, but we'll see how it goes. Probably be like an open VC kind of thing. So if you guys are on Discord, you could probably hop in the VC and hang out. Obviously, just try to be mindful of the fact that we're streaming that day. As long as we do it that day, obviously. Yeah, just try to be mindful of the fact that we're streaming. I know some people get really excited when they get in Discord and can be really chatty. I just try to keep yourself, regulated. We had experience with that back when we were doing the multiplayer servers publicly, all the time. It was kind of difficult because some kids, could get a little worked up about it, but it is okay to be excited and all that good stuff. But yeah, just try to be mindful and yeah, we'll probably do like an open VC and hang out with that. So we some mellow fellows. Yeah, I mean it's just keep in mind that I am streaming, so like I get when I'm trying to talk, like don't try to talk over me, that kind of thing. But yeah, we did have one kid at one point that was really bad for it, and it was kind of hard, but yeah, it's fun. I do when I get to hang out in VC, talk to you guys some more. It's been a while since I've done it, so we'll get on that. Daughter and grandkids later next week, so I am out. Right on, man. Enjoy some time with the grandkids and daughter, man. But so many lights on the truck. Yeah, get some. So you uploaded some pictures. I don't see them in here. There's some more in here. Get a bunch in there so we can see it. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. I'll keep you guys updated on the exact time and everything for that if we are gonna do it, all that good stuff. I'm sure many will pop in, hang out with us, all that good stuff. Yeah, Groot, you were one of the ones that was in there back then. Used to hang out in there, in the Hangouts chat. Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it looks really good. That's a lot of lights. You ain't kidding. Here, let me do a monitor share so you guys can see. That's cool. Yeah, love, peace, and chicken grease. You guys all have a wonderful weekend. Take some time, enjoy yourselves, and all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you Monday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.